Hello, my name is Shelby Clay, and this is my explanative speech for oral communications. Today I'll be teaching you the pros and cons of homeschooling, and this will affect either a parent or guardian's decision on how they want their child to learn. This video will explain the positive and negative effects of how homeschooling can affect your children, and if you would rather have them stay in public school or homeschool. I have researched in homeschooling for many of my courses over my school periods and consider myself adequate for this topic. So first, we're going to start with the pros, and this is from calvereducation.com. And it says that better grades due to no bullying and peer pressure. So, the less people are distracted by bullying, the more likely to make them have better grades. So this is like when people are distracting people or making fun of, we have a tendency to not do as well in grades. So we want to try to, if you're into homeschooling, that is a good thing about it, you'll have better grades. And then the next pro is great flexibility. Homeschooling is good for kids that are struggling in public schools because they can get more time on the things they need. For example, if a kid was struggling in math, you could give them an extra day or two to work on the area they needed most. That is a good thing about homeschooling because the teacher in public schools normally just move on if you don't understand. Another pro for homeschooling is for the high artistic or athletic levels. Homeschooling can be a good life change when there's somebody either artistic or really good at athletic sports. It'll give them more time to do what they're good at. So homeschooling gives you the flexibility to take a day off and do extra the next day so you can go to your practices or take all the time you need on those things. Next, we'll move on to the pros. The cons, sorry. The cons are from www.timeforlearning.com, and they said that the cost is a con, major lifestyle change is a con, and socializing skills are a con. So, first we'll start with cost. Homeschooling corporations are more expensive than the traditional public school. This is because you have to provide the curriculum, and it depends on what curriculum you choose. So if you want like biology, it may be more expensive than the normal science. So that may be a little bit more difficult because some people want to homeschool their children because they don't want them in public schools, but cost is also a thing that can hurt you. This changes from family to family, so it's not always a problem with some families, but some families it is. The next con is a major lifestyle change. Changing from a public school to homeschool can be mentally exhausting because of the anxiety on the child. So if you're stressed out at public school and you switch to homeschool, yes, it may be relaxing at first, but you're still trying to work, and sometimes switching curriculum is harder than just staying in the same curriculum that you were in public school. Switching from different incomes can be difficult to manage on the parent side of homeschooling because maybe you have to work 4 days a week instead of 6 days a week and you still aren't having enough money. That's another thing with cost because those can tie in hand with each other. With the different schedule, curriculum, stress from the switch, you could also cause a disruption in a normal day of just learning. Okay, the next one is socializing skills. Without being able to physically see and talk to many people, you may become less social. So the way your kids in public schools talk to friends, talk to their families, in school, it helps them work through their feelings and talk to other people, be social. homeschooling, you kind of have to stay home, obviously, because it's homeschooling, but it can really take a toll on like who your friends, because if you don't have any friends, stuff like that. If you start homeschooling at a young age, like before they even have started school, like in preschool, it may affect them being able to make friends or being able to have like personal relationships later on in their life. I hope this video will have you decide on whether you want your kids to homeschool or not homeschool, keep them in public school. In conclusion to these pros and cons, there are many of them that can help and not help your homeschooling decision. It depends on your situation and your opinion on which is best. It is completely up to you when it comes to how you want your kids to learn. Thank you for watching.